All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Weiss Schwarz call-in show. It is the live stream where we get together with someone in the trading card game community and we talk and essentially do a quick interview. And today we have...
Hey, what's up? It's Oliver from Mommi TCG.
And I do have one question because I've known you for a good while, and I've always wondered what is Mommi TCG? Like, what is like the name? Like, where did the name originate from?
So Mommi TCG is actually it was coined by one of our viewers, like
Yeah.
when we first started the channel, and it's essentially because there's four people on the channel when we started it. It's Martin, Oliver, Matt, and Maki, and it's all our first initial in our names that make up Mommi TCG.
Oh, what about the I? What is it? What is the I?
The the I is you, because you're also part of Mommi TCG.
Okay, all right, okay. That makes a lot of sense now. That makes a lot of sense now. All right, so I accidentally did have you muted during the intro portion, but
Oh, okay.
my bad, my bad. Well,
It's all good, it's
we're
all
good
good.
now. We're good now. So for people that are unaware, what is Mommi TCG? And it's Mommy, right? Like,
Mommy, yeah, Mommy.
Okay.
So Mommy TCG, we are TikTok live rip and ship, pretty much. So rip and ship, I guess, is we have product from our distributors, and people order them online. It's like a storefront in your pocket, pretty much.
Yeah.
Except we open the product with you, and we enjoy the experience together, like as a community with everybody watching and the people that purchase too.
Yeah, I'd always personally, I'd always accumulated like rip and shipping, similar to kind of like mukbangs. Does that make sense? Because like,
No, how?
well, it's like you're eating with someone as opposed to where we were rip and shippers. You're opening packs together with someone live in a live setting. There is that like social aspect to it. Not
Oh,
at all. No,
okay.
you don't agree.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, sure. Why not?
So,
Why not? Why not?
you know, it's rip and shipping. It's a very niche and specific type of content. So, how did you first hear about it?
So, I had initially applied for the role of a host on a Pokemon TikTok channel, way back in the day as a side job, and I
Mhm.
didn't know anything about Rip and Ship or anything at all. I showed up for this interview in downtown LA, and they had me audition. I sat in a room and I saw firsthand, like in person, like there was somebody sat at a chair. He was opening packs on a phone, and somebody was sitting with him, like helping him like pack orders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was super cool. That was basically my first introduction, because I'd never seen it or heard of it before, because I didn't have TikTok before getting into this, to be honest.
Hmm. And after that, oh, did you get the job or?
Yeah, 100%, 100%, 1,000,000%.
So you saw that, and then what made you want to gather a group together and be like, you know what, we're gonna be doing this?
So we came together at the company, pretty much, is where we all met each other. And yeah, it's just something that we like to do. We do a lot. We're still under that original company,
Yeah.
but we just do it under our own channel instead of
Under their own
yeah, pretty much. It's like a
subsidiary.
sub branch of, like, yeah, subsidiary, pretty much.
All right.
Because we get all of our product from them, and that too, the set up the rooms.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
I was gonna ask about like the set design. For people that are unaware, you have a very elaborate set design.
So it's simple, but it's not. Where like our background is a big focal point to adding a lot of depth to like the shot. Where
Yeah.
like a lot of people, typically with rip and ships, it feels like you're in somebody's basement. It's just like a regular table. It's like it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel fun. It doesn't feel like welcoming, I guess. Where
Mhm.
at least with ours, we try to make it feel like this is like a fun place. Like we're here to have a good time.
Yeah.
It's like a little stylized, and it's really representative a little bit of each and every one of us on the channel, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. And what one thing that does draw me to Mommy TCG is definitely the personalities that are on the channel. Like that one time I think you were the host there, where someone came up and was like, oh yeah, they played this song in the club a lot. And it was
Oh.
like, like that was, I don't know if you remember that, but that was super funny.
Yeah.
Like definitely the
I do
personalities,
remember that.
definitely do come out. It's y'all are great, fantastic. Shout out
Thank you.
shout out to all y'all. So it is very like trading cards. What first got you into collecting trading cards?
So back in the day when I was younger, I would play a lot of like Pokemon games. And I just remember collecting them when I was little. Like Pokemon. I remember vividly looking at like going to Target when I was little, looking at a wall of just like jungle Pokemon packs.
Oh yeah.
And like wanting to get a pack for like $4, $5, and my mom saying no. And I'm like,
Oh.
I think back, and I think back to those days, and I'm like, I should have just got all of them and just held them in my pocket for like. But since then,
Don't steal. Don't steal them.
no, not steal. No, I was gonna buy them all. Buy them all.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, not
Okay.
steal. No.
Obviously.
But I got back into it a few years ago, and just been collecting ever since.
Yeah.
I have so many cards. I have too many cards.
That is actually one of the questions I was gonna ask, because I have a lot of ones too. But specifically, what trading cards do you collect? Like is it just Pokemon, Weiss Schwarz? Like what out there do you catches your eye?
So it really depends. Right now I'm not really too picky, as long as I like the art for a lot of the stuff. But my main TCGs are like Weiss Schwarz. I've been getting to Union Arena a little bit more.
Mhm.
Some Pokemon, some One Piece, some Lycee Overture, a little
Oh
spicy.
yeah. Oh yeah, lychees.
And and other than that, if I see some cool art on a card, sometimes I'll pick it up. Like sometimes Shadowverse has some cool stuff, or but those are my main ones, like Weiss, One Piece, and like Union Arena probably.
Yeah. So usually when we do talk about Weiss Schwarz, Weiss Schwarz is never a person's first trading card game. Was Pokemon like the first, like essentially the gateway drug for you to go to start venturing off into not mainstream trading card games?
Yeah, Pokemon is always the first one, I feel, for a lot of people. Pokemon was the first one for me for sure, 100%, without a doubt.
And so rip and shipping is a lot different than like standard content creation, where we could sit down, have a camera, have a script and everything. So what is your setup? What is the setup for Mommi TCG?
The setup is super simple, to be 100% honest, and it's been simple for since we started. It's just a camera. It's just a iPhone, a phone stand, and some lights, and that's all it is.
That's it.
That's it. And sometimes we can use better, like you can use better equipment. You can get like a nice DSLR, you can get like a nice microphone, OBS, you can get all that set up. But
yeah,
and I think more people on TikTok are doing that now, where they're implementing like OBS and stuff like that. But for the most part, we've just been using a iPhone and a phone stand.
Oh, so like the barrier for entry is fairly low, I'd say. Obviously you have to like pick up like the rest of the stuff, but like for being for that style of content, like it's very, very like low barrier of entry. Everybody has a phone.
Yeah, everybody has a phone. It's easy to open a Pokemon pack.
Yes. Like after you go the initial cost of the phone, what kind of phone is it? Is it just like a regular like iPhone? Is it a Samsung?
I think it's just an iPhone. I think it's just an iPhone 11. I'm pretty sure.
An iPhone 11?
I think so.
Not even the 15 plus?
No, it's definitely not a 15. I don't even think it's. I'm pretty sure it's just an iPhone 11.
Oh wow.
We've had that phone for a long time.
Oh my goodness. That is it's a solid phone, I'd say.
It's doing the job.
So what do you enjoy the most about doing the TikTok lives? Like what do you also find the hardest?
So for TikTok lives, especially for my live streams, it's really the community that's a big part of it, right? It's fun to get like a crowd of like I call them the homies, the people that like come in like every day and like hang out with us, like people that I see on a regular basis. The homies and like new people. It's cool to like hang out, find out what's going on with everybody's day, and like just like decompress, relax with like some pack rips.
Yeah.
And it's always fun. It's always a fun time to like, we're chasing the hits from different sets. We're learning stuff about new sets that are coming in. Like most recently, we were going through Weiss has a set with Nikkei, the mobile game,
Yes, Nikkei.
and the chase because they added recently because Union Arena also added the serial numbered hand signs. So a big chase that we've been looking for is like the hand sign, and we haven't pulled one yet, but I'm hoping soon.
Oh man, the
Uh,
Yui Ishikawa hand sign.
bro,
I think I just saw on Twitter somebody pulled the number 1.
did they?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I'll see if I could.
I need to see. Yeah,
I'll send it to you afterwards. But I think I
definitely,
retweeted it
definitely.
on my Twitter. But yeah, someone found the number 1.
Oh my, that's
Have
crazy.
you seen the prices on them for UU2?
Yes, yes. It's like 2 million yen or something,
Yeah,
right?
it is absolutely insane. They're so expensive. But that's like, I mean, that's still
And that's raw
15.
also.
Yeah, that's still $15,000 American.
Insane.
Yeah, very very pricey. So
Very.
you're mainly on TikTok. Is there any reason that you chose TikTok?
TikTok has uh, the best discoverability by far. If you try to start this on Twitch, it's I'm not saying it's a death sentence, but the only way to like grow there is to like know people that know people, or to like go to conventions all the time, or like you
Yeah,
gotta do a like groundwork to like grow on Twitch just in general, right? YouTube's probably a little easier now with like Reels especially,
hmm
but as far as TikTok, everybody's got TikTok on their phone. Everybody's always scrolling, and they're always scrolling into lives. So for people that are just starting, or like people that want to start, like TikTok's got the best discoverability.
Oh, that's amazing advice actually.
Mm.
So your the entire channel is focused on doing the Rip and Ship live streams, but you've also do as well, like on your side TikTok and your Instagram, you do other styles of content like skits, and then you do like daily vlogs. Do you want to, like, out of all of them, like what is like your personal favorite style of content to create?
My personal favorite style of content to create is pack battles at like conventions and stuff.
Oh yes.
So I love being able to it's such like a fun and easy way to like bridge the gap between somebody you don't know, right?
hmm
Where it's like, oh, there's a content creator I like, right? And it's super easy to just like be like, do you want to open a pack of Pokemon with me? Because 99% of the time, like, who doesn't love Pokemon? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
exactly.
I don't think I've ever been told, like, nobody's told me no to opening a pack of Pokemon, which is always so fun. But
Mm.
those are probably like my favorite style, just because they're easy, and it's also like entertaining. It's entertaining for me. And it's also entertaining for like the person I'm like I want to get in the video, I
Yeah.
guess.
Is there any different style of video or any other form of media that you wanted to try out?
Yes, there's uh this sounds kind of simple, but like tutorial stuff, like introduction, like I feel like especially with Weiss, it can be so confusing, and like with like the lingo and stuff, and like especially when you get more like in depth
Yeah.
with like meta decks and stuff. I feel like uh the what is the word I'm looking for?
The
The
jargon?
literacy. Okay, jargon works. It's the literacy for TCGs just in general. Uh, like I don't want to say like tutorials for dummies, but like just making it very like
You
as open and as like accessible to like everybody,
yeah,
as many people as possible.
make it more user friendly.
100%,
Mm.
100%.
Yeah.
Because like yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I think that would definitely work cuz there's a couple like Magic the Gathering terms that have been brought over to like other trading card games that I play. I've never played Magic the Gathering. When someone said, "Oh, I'm going to tutor," and I was like, "You're
Oh,
going to what? You're going to tutor? What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm
yeah.
going to search my deck." It's like, "All right, just say search." Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I agree, make that.
Yeah.
Make that in a
Yeah, yeah.
series.
All right, all right.
Uh
For sure, for sure.
so since we're talking about like other different styles of like content, who has inspired you to create content? Like, who did you see, or like what video did you watch or whatever, where you were like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out myself.
It's been a mix of people. I like Kira, please, because she does a lot of like interviews at like conventions and stuff. Alex Hodges, obviously, he's been
Mm,
doing like the the like his like daily posts, which has been a lot of fun too.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, them two I think have been like pretty big pillars in as far as what I want to aspire to become, right?
Yeah. I gotta get Alex Hodges back in here. He's definitely the hardest working person that like I know. Did you see this video of him like
crazy?
he flew in a what is it, in a helicopter to open up a pack of like Pokemon or something? Like
I did not see this video.
You
no,
didn't?
I didn't see that one.
Maybe
no,
did
I didn't see that
I
one.
dream that? Can anyone fucking chat like confirm this, please? There was a video. I think he did it for eBay or something, where he was in a helicopter and he like flew up to the Empire State Building or something. Or
what?
Like, he was in New York, and then maybe I did dream this.
This is
And he opened up a pack of base set Pokemon, set one Pokemon.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not up to date with all of his videos, but that sounds crazy.
I mean, he posts once a day, which is insane. And I follow him on Twitter, and he does say, try to post at least once a day, like keep that grind going.
Yeah.
How do you think you'll be able to be able to post like once a day?
Absolutely not. There's no way. No, there's absolutely no. I don't know how he does it. He's a monster.
You answered that so fast too. Like no, not at all.
I don't have to think. Well, because I see his videos on my feed every day, and I'm like, damn, there's another one, and I'm like, I don't know where he's spitting these out.
Oh,
so
I can't. I'm gonna try. I already messed up today, right? Well, that was quick. I like that my girlfriend, she's nodding her head like, yeah, I already messed it up.
Today's not over.
Oh, you're right. I'm just gonna.
Today's not over.
Oh my God, you're right. All right, everybody in chat, post something on TikTok. All right. So so what role do you think content creators play in shaping the trading card game community?
They're so important and integral as far as. And I think the biggest part and point is information, right?
Oh, yeah.
Pricing on singles, pricing on product. I think information on like decks that will become meta, decks that are meta now or used to be meta. I think content creation is super important, and it's also engaging in when you get to more like the niche stuff, where like one of the videos I like to bring up with this is like Collectibles. She did a video where it's about like re-sleeving your deck, and it's like finding all like the gunk and stuff on like your old sleeves.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, that's something that's relatable, right?
Yeah.
Something that's relatable. It makes you feel like you're part of a community. Something that's bigger, right? But I think as far as content creators, it's good to like pivotal in creating community and supplying like information, for sure.
Awesome. That amazing PR answer. Also, for the record, my girl just sent me the Alex Hodges video.
Oh, really?
It's real. Yeah, I did not dream this.
Okay. Oh, hell! Oh, that's awesome.
All right, I just sent it to you. Yeah, it was a TikTok.
I'm gonna watch this later.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I totally agree. Going into the trading card field, it could be very jarring, and people being there to like give information is very vital, I think, as well. How many cards do you think you own?
Oh my God. Oh no. Probably. I don't know. Probably. I have no earthly idea. It's thousands and thousands of cards. Probably. I have so many cards. I have so much stuff
through Mommi TCG. How many packs do you think you've opened up in the previous year?
In just last year?
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't even. We probably. Oh my God, I know for like Nikkei we went through like 7 or 8 master cases.
What? That's insane.
And then for ReZero, we went through like 6 or 7 master cases so far.
I'm not smart enough to do that math.
I can't either. I'm just like, the master case has 3 cases, Japanese. Each case has 24 boxes. Each box has 16 packs. So
Someone do the
I
math for me,
think
please.
yeah, or not, or it's fine. A lot, and that's just the last couple months. So
Last couple months.
yeah.
Do you think
So
the inclusion of the AGR cards has shown an increase in Weiss Schwarz?
uh, I think absolutely 1,000,000%. One
Mm.
million million percent. I think they saw. I thank Union Arena for introducing the hand signs because I feel like Bushiroad had the capability to do this for a long time, maybe. And I'm not like I think it's like I love the hot stamps, the signs that I have like are very precious to me, right? Like,
Yeah.
but like the chance at something like so insane, right? Where like each set still has like the top hit, right? Like but something bigger than just like the top hit adds such a layer of like intrigue and like desire, I guess, to like
Ooh,
even to
yeah.
people that are not into like that like particular IP or card game itself, which like it's enough to make anybody be like, sure, I'll try a box, and then maybe they try that box and they learn that they love the style of cards or like
Hmm.
the gameplay or they want to learn more about it. I think so.
Yeah,
I think absolutely 100%.
I do agree. And also, Bushiroad did, they're constantly like just squandering, at least from what I've noticed and being in the into Bushiroad games since like 2016,
Yeah,
almost a decade. That
yeah.
they've definitely 100% squander every opportunity that they have. Sorry,
Bro,
Bushiroad, if you're listening.
how hard would it have been to get the voice actors for Avatar to sign those cards?
Yeah, exactly. And on top of that, they have at least people like a good section of the community has been asking for hand signed cards, and they did do hand signed cards in a set called Review Starlight, but it was only
Hmm.
in that set. And a lot of people have also been
Really?
asking for like actual like voice actor cards of like the voice actresses themselves, which
Yeah.
is like I don't know, that one's a little too might be a little bit too niche. But they started doing it with they did do two Weiss sets where all the characters were voice actresses, and then they're bringing them back for Love Live. But at that
Mm.
point, I think it's personally, I think it's a little too late because you got Union Arena, you've got
Mm.
Build Divide, you got
Yep.
Lychee, you have like all these
Mm.
other competing trading card games against Bushiroad. That now they're like,
Mm.
well, why would I go play with you? And also with Union Arena, the quality of the series that they're getting is absolutely insane.
It is, but I think since then, just because I agree. But I think Weiss just in general has had such a good like rebuttal to that at the very least, where like they got Dandadan. I don't think they got any signatures for
They do
Dandadan, but
not. They did not.
but
No.
but they got the IP. I'm like, and I can appreciate that at least. And I think another big thing that they got coming is Weiss Rose, which I'm super hype about. That's gonna
There's
be
no way. There's no way.
Weiss Rose is gonna be insane. Weiss Rose is gonna be insane.
This is not good. That so Rose is. I'm just gonna. I completely disagree with you. Rose.
Really?
Rose is not gonna save Bushiroad.
I don't think it's gonna. No, it's. Look, I, and that's fine. I think that's valid, right? I want to hear your reasonings why for sure, but I can see a future where. Oh, thank you. I can see a future where Rose, they collect a lot of IPs that maybe it's like I can see equating it to like Blau, right?
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. But I feel like the IPs they're going to be getting are so much like more like I feel like those fan bases are going to be a lot more
Like,
hardcore
yeah. Like willing
as
to
far as
purchase
like
him.
yeah, willing to participate, purchase, and show up. I
I
guess.
I don't know. I don't know because Weiss Schwarz does have that stigma of it's the quote Gooner game
Uh huh.
because it has we got Nika, we got Azure Lane, we had To Love Ru back in the day. We have like all these very etchy and card art that is very highly sexualized. And I think
Yeah.
it was friend of the channel Brown Weiss.
Mm.
Union Arena posted, was it Union Arena or Build Divide? I don't remember. They posted the Sword Art Online card art, and it was Asuna and one of the other characters. They were on top of each other, and then
Argo. That was Union Arena. Yeah,
that was
I
that was Union. Yeah,
Argo. Yeah.
so it was Union Arena, and
Yeah, it
then
was Union Arena.
they Brown Weiss retweeted and said Weiss Schwarz would have shown the whole art because it was just like the top of them, and then like, oh, Weiss Schwarz definitely has that that stigma to it. I don't think. And also, there are reports, you know, specifically like in the Midwest and in the Bible Belt and the Rust Belt, where there are card shops that are saying, like, for like certain mats or certain series that you can't play, especially back in the day, like To Love Ru, which is again a highly sexualized and ecchi series. A lot of card shops were saying, no, you cannot bring the set. And like a couple card shops in my area in Southern California, when we have like our Gooner playmats, they tell us, no, you got to flip that over because they got
that's crazy.
They got Pokemon, they got the Pokemon kids, they got the Magic the Gathering dads like popping up, and you know it's gonna be bad for business. Online, totally fine, but I don't know. I think in person, like, and also the culture of sexuality in the United States and elsewhere compared to Japan. Like in Japan, it's like, all right. This is exactly what we wanted. In the United States, it's a little more reserved, I'd say.
I think.
Well, there you go. There's my Weiss Schwarz Rose rant. I don't know. Man. Hey, I'm still going in. I'm still going in.
Whatever happens, I can't wait to see. Obviously.
I am curious to see because all right, this one time I was streaming, I was talking about Azure Lane, and someone in my comment section or in the chat said, "Oh, like Azure Lane has a new event out. Go check it out." And I was like, "All right, let's check it out." I went, I checked the Azure Lane event. Have you played Azure Lane?
Yes, I have played Azure Lane.
Okay, so it was an event. I don't remember what it was, but I don't remember what character it was. She had giant, you know, assets, large personality, if you know what I mean. She was on it was a POV of the Admiral, and she was like on top of him. And then she was, and it was like in 3D, so it was kind of like she was moving. Stream immediately died. The stream immediately got taken down.
No way.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, there's no way. Azure Lane just shut down my stream. So I am curious if either of us, either you open up 8 master cases of Weiss Schwarz Rose or Rose, if I talk about the cards, are our channels and streams also going to be in jeopardy? That's what I'm curious about.
That is very interesting. I mean, so to be fair, right? We've been opening Lycee on the channel for the last.
Oh, that's good. Wait, which set?
I think one of our first sets was Next on 3.0, which is like pretty spicy.
Yeah,
we did get the Oops All Blooper set too, and with TikTok at least, we were getting violation notifications, and we would get like temporary bans for like a minute or something, or for like an hour, depending.
Oh my
god! But we just know to like cover certain things or only show it for a little bit. We're like, so in our Discord we have a tab where we can like show the card and we make it like age restricted, just cause.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But like this is what we pull because we still want to know. Like we try to keep track of what's been hit out of the case to help like whoever's coming in to buy stuff. Like we want you to make the most informed decision if you're gonna make a purchase on something. So like if there's like 20 boxes of Nika and we hit like SP and SSP, like we want you to know like, hey, like if you're going in on this, like there's 2 hits still live in 20 boxes. The rates are not great on that, but I've got Oshinoko with like 6 boxes and 1 SP still live.
Ooh.
Right. So like it's just good to know, like it's I think it's a little, I guess, advantage, but to at least our live stream.
Yeah.
To like let them know the odds.
That is very noble. I will tell you that. That is very noble.
It's like you can go to any card shop. What's the difference of just going to any card shop and then just picking it up? Like you're not gonna know the rates, they're not gonna know. And if they do, like why would they tell you?
Oh, yeah,
at the very least, like in our Discord, a lot of our viewers are really good about helping us keep track, and then we also have like notes that we'll write down to like help everybody streaming like give correct information. And sometimes we're wrong. It happens, right? Sometimes we get super busy and we forgot to mark something or like forget to post something, which sucks. But sometimes it's a good thing where like there was actually an extra hit in there or something. But
yeah, that is.
Yeah.
So back to the cards I'm collecting. Like, are there any like rare or valuable cards in your collection, or ones that Mommy has pulled on stream?
So as far as on stream, uh, one of our first big pulls was this was insane because Weiss had done a Disney 100 set.
I remember that.
Uh,
Yes.
this set, we had gotten one case um, to rip on live to sell, and the next day we had gotten like a master case or something.
Hmm.
That first case that we had open had the steamboat, and it was insane.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
and then it was great. It was awesome. We were like probably the first people to pull it on like recorded. So it blew up our channel in like Japan for a while. It was crazy. Uh,
Nice.
but it was wild because the next two cases after that both had steamboats inside of it too.
Oh, nice.
So like yeah, that was cool. More recently, I guess, from that same sword art set from Union Arena, I had pulled it was Sinon's hand sign. It was number 22 or 23,
Wow.
which was pretty sick. From my personal collection, um, I've got nothing crazy. I don't have anything too expensive. I appreciate like low rarity art, I guess, or like stuff that's a little bit more accessible. But I have it's a Beckett 9.5. I graded it for the lulz. It's a Weiss blank card from Miss Kobayashi. And I've also got what is it? I've got a Uta Auto Dawn card from One Piece Day
Yeah.
2024 in Japan. And I think those are just probably my most interesting cards, more like rare cards. Everything else is pretty like general or generic. Most of my stuff is like either like art I like or like playables or like
Yeah.
play sets of stuff. Like I've got so much for Weiss, I've got so much slime, Sword Art 10th anniversary, and Chainsaw Man, I think. And then for One Piece, I try to keep as much just like rares and SRs, like playable stuff,
Yeah.
just in case.
So you pulled like in Mage Dragon, you pulled a blank card?
So my buddy Matt was streaming, and he had pulled a blank card from Miss Kobayashi.
What?
And I had asked the viewer if I could buy it off of him. Because he didn't know what it was and he really didn't care. He did not care for it.
Yeah.
And he ended up just giving it to me, which was crazy.
All right.
But
I looked it up and somebody on Reddit posted like, has anybody seen this before? And it's a blank Weiss Schwarz card. That is so interesting. I didn't know this.
I'll send you a video. I have it in my slab case in the room, so I'll send you a video of it. I sent it to get graded just cause, but
Yeah.
somebody was telling me it can't get a 10 because it's an error card with BGS,
yeah.
I think. So I'm like, that's fine.
Oh, that's so interesting. I didn't know that.
I don't think Weiss has done errors like that in a minute because I would see a lot of blank. I saw there was like a couple blank cards in Kobayashi, but I think I saw the most blank cards in Azur Lane Volume 1.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Oh, hey, well, you learn something new every day. So I think you have a TikTok or you have a video of you going to Collecticon, correct?
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
Have you attended any other trading card events, conventions, or meetups or anything?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I try to go to as many in LA as possible. I used to travel and go to a lot of shows.
Mhm.
But yeah, like Collecticon is really good, really big. That one's always a good time. Front Row Card Show for cards is really good. It's fun to go to like Anime Impulse or to like Anime Expo,
Yeah.
obviously. But any like bigger con or like convention, if it's like anime related, I'll try to go if I can, especially if I have a free day, just to like go hang out and see people. Like the last one I went to was what did they have in LA recently? I think it was it Collecticon? Was it? I forgot. They had something in LA a while ago that I went to. But yeah, Front Row Card Show,
Anime
Collecticon,
Impulse?
Anime Expo, Anime Impulse. No, I don't think I went to Impulse. I think I wanted to go when I was streaming. I forgot.
Mm.
But yeah, I usually just look up in the area. It's tough. It's tough for a lot of people, especially like all of our viewers, like from like like rural parts of the world, so it's like
Yeah.
conventions are like so far away from them.
Yeah.
So I think the convention stuff's fun for them because they get to see like if they would go or if they could go. Like it's a little like view of like what it's like on like the floor, the showroom floor, right? Just
Yeah.
like walking through and participating.
I went to Collecticon in Long Beach. I don't remember when. It was like a couple years ago. I think it was like 2 years ago
Mhm.
or so. And it was really fun. I saw a lot of like different Weiss cards, like a lot of like rare Weiss cards too that I thought was like super interesting. So I definitely need to go to more card shop shows.
No, definitely. Weiss, they have and that's why I love card shows too, is because you're never gonna do that's where you're gonna see like the one of one stuff, the error cards, you're gonna see like you're gonna see the black label mice, right? You're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
see like that's where you're gonna see like grails and like stuff of that caliber. Stuff where it's like you would only handle it with your hands and not like mail it out because of how like precious or valuable it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go to another one. Damn, you've inspired me.
You
Uh,
have to. It's crazy that you don't. I feel like you would go. It's crazy to me that you don't go to these things.
well, I went to one, and then like I was like
Years ago?
years ago, and also because of that video, I filmed it. I got kind of well known in Vietnam.
Really?
I don't know, like I don't like one of my friends
Sure,
at
why not?
locals. He's Vietnamese. He's like, hey, your video was posted in a Vietnamese face like card Facebook page, and
It's
they're all talking
crazy.
about just like how it's a great video and like how you're showing off like all these rare cards and everything. So I for like a very small like for like a week I was like a niche Vietnamese internet celebrity.
That's crazy. That's sick.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody in Vietnam or not. I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that.
Shout out to the people that support you in Vietnam.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Shout out Vietnam. I don't know how to. I'll start learning Vietnamese.
Sure.
So what trends or changes have you noticed in the trading card market? Because I know we talked about like the signed cards and like from when you first started to now, there been like an uptick in people purchasing trading cards?
Uh, I think yes and no. Like there was a big boom when COVID started, obviously, because
Oh
everybody was
yeah,
home,
absolutely.
and yeah, and it just everybody picked up old hobbies or like hobbies they were interested in.
Mhm.
There was a decline for sure the year after COVID had ended, but then after that, it's kind of I feel like it's gone up. But I think that just goes to show like it speaks a lot to like the people that are producing these cards with like Pokemon is bringing back tag team cards. They're bringing back like partner cards, right?
Oh yeah,
So that's gonna be crazy. They're doing a return. They're doing another Rocket set, which is gonna be super dope. They just did another Eevee set, and like one of the most iconic cards in Pokemon is the Moonbreon, and
yeah,
like to try to introduce like Moonbreon 2.0 to like people that have more knowledge now, I think definitely surged a new wave of fans and collectors. With like Weiss, yeah, we'll go back to like the anime fans where like I think a big thing that Weiss, UA, and like other anime centered or like IP centered TCGs have been doing is been maybe not getting less random, not random animes, but like more like popular animes or more relevant animes. Where
yeah,
like Union Arena had just done a Kaiju number 8 set, which is awesome. And Weiss, I like the route that Weiss is going because mobile games I feel just make a lot of sense because you're on your phone all the time anyways. Like, of course, like you're gonna know this game or this game.
yeah.
Um, and then with One Piece, One Piece is like one of the biggest animes, one of the most popular animes of all time. I don't know if that's controversial, but like definitely like one of the best animes. It's been going for so long.
Yeah. One of the most well knowns
And
for sure.
one of the most well known for sure. And it's and the fact that like Oda himself had like and like he's like, okay, this is like the last 3 or 5 years. Like One Piece is ending. One Piece is going to be ending.
Yeah.
I feel like One Piece has been doing a really good job of like implementing popular Pokemon artists, which is really cool. And it's cool to see a mix of like because I like the way One Piece does it, where they have original artwork, they have artwork from the anime, artwork from the show,
The
and then some
manga.
of it is like and the manga, yeah. So it's cool to see like all these implemented in like the base rarity cards, um, where like even like some of the new Pokemon sets have like fun like like one of my favorite cards from the new Super Electric Breaker. It came out right before Terra Festival. Um, there's a Kecleon card that's drawn by Shuji Kanda, who also did the art for Magikarp from Paldea Evolved, and also did the Giratina alt art from Lost Origin. And that it's just a regular like, it's a common card, but like the art is insane.
Yeah.
So I think upping the quality for like base rarity cards, so even if you don't get like a quote unquote hit, you can still appreciate like what's going on in the art or like the story it's telling.
Yeah,
Then
absolutely.
As far as like trends, but yeah.
What about the other like recently announced trading card games? Like there's Gundam. There is the Hololive TCG. That's going to be coming to English, and Quintessential Quintuplets
Right.
and
Yeah.
Godzilla.
So I have a lot of thoughts on these things for sure. I think I am curious, right? Hololive, I think, could be successful. But I really want to see how it plays out and shakes up, because it is playing on like the popular member, whatever member you're chasing, right? The next set that's coming out in Japan is gonna be Chloe based, which is like she's pretty popular.
Yeah.
So that's probably gonna be good. But Godzilla, Gundam, and Quince are very interesting picks, I think. I don't hate it, but it's just because I don't know. Like, I'm not like in the Godzilla fan base. I'm not in the Gundam fan base. So I don't know how deep this runs, or if this is even something that they want, you know? And maybe this is like, maybe this is something they didn't know they wanted, which would be awesome. And I'm not gonna like, I'm not one to like yuck someone's yum. So like, if you're gonna have fun with this, like by all means have fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I might get a box of Godzilla. I might get a box of Gundam, and that I don't have any like real chases for any of those things. Quince is different though, because Quince has had like 5 sets for like through Weiss, and like sets through like other TCGs too. Like Quince kind of like that one's a little bit more. I don't know. I want to see how it does, but I'm also like, if they have good relation with like Bushiroad, like I don't know why stop doing like the Weiss collabs, I guess. I mean, it's probably, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe the card quality is better. Maybe the art's better. Maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely driven for like money.
It's definitely money.
I'm sure they saw like how well Quince did in Weiss, and they're like, well, I guess what if we just give him
Wait a second, yeah.
let's just give him a whole trading card game. I have not seen anybody talk or hype up the Quintessential Quintuplets trading card game at all.
No, I've had like one or two people in my chat talk about the Quince set and say it's gonna be really big, but I don't. They need to do like, they've got to do something different or like insane to like really make me want to get into another TCG as much as I am into like Weiss or One Piece or Pokemon.
Do you like Quince?
I like Quince. I've not seen the anime, to be honest, but like, so with a lot of sets, what I started doing is we've done like an anime book club. So like the ReZero set that had just came out, I've never seen ReZero before. So what I did was I started a book club. So I'll watch the first 5 episodes that week, then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
When I come back to stream, and then just continue until the series is done. Just so it's like I can like be like, oh, I know this character now because this or that, or like this person sucks because of what they did in that episode. But Quince is one that I never really watched that one, but I know everybody likes Nino, and everybody hates Yotsuba.
What? My girl Yotsuba?
The one with the green, right? Which one?
I mean, no spoilers, but yeah, understandable.
Yeah, okay. No spoilers, yeah. But like, that's all I know. All I know is like people don't, because I was like, oh, she's cute, and people are like, oh, her? And I was like,
what is she, funny or something?
Yeah.
I get you. What about like so you're interested in them, but what about like dead trading card games? Because last year MetaZoo essentially just pulled the rug under everybody, just shut everything down. Are you like wary of, because like when we buy trading cards, that's our financial investment going into it. Are you wary of like, oh, is this gonna last? Are you just gonna collect the cool cards? Are you invested in like actually trying out the game? Like, at what level are you with like Gundam, Godzilla, and Quinns, and Weiss Schwarz Rose as well? Why not?
Uh, Putting Rose on the table is crazy with all of them.
Well, it's an upcoming trading card.
So all right. So for Godzilla and Gundam, I want to see if the gameplay's fun. I'll try it. Right.
Yeah.
Like with Union Arena, when Union Arena first came out in Japanese, we had gotten some boxes to rip, and I was so disappointed in the quality because your box hit could just be like a regular uncommon card, which is like just a screenshot, and then just like they just colored it differently. And I'm like, this sucks. We should never get this. But then Union Arena stepped it up, right? They changed the game. They added signs. They added hand signs. They added numbered cards. They added a bunch of stuff to like make it more interesting and grabbed more popular or mainstream IPs.
Yeah.
Which I think helped bring it back. But back then, if you had asked me, like, I would have been like, don't invest in Union Arena, right? Mm. Which is stupid now to think about because I think Union Arena is like more popular. But back to like Gundam, like if Gundam's fun, I'll probably go in a little bit. But like even with like One Piece and Weiss, I have so little time to like play these games now where like I'll spend a good amount of time building a deck or like copying a deck online or something. I'll play with the deck like a couple of times that month, like maybe like 2 or 3 times I'll be able to play. And then like the next time I get to play, a new set's been out. Yeah. Like the meta is completely different. So I think for Gundam, I'm a little bit more interested in. Or Godzilla, I think I'm interested in the same, to be honest. I mean, Godzilla, I could probably see them all lasting at least a year. But after that, like, they really got to be doing something crazy to like
to
grab
keep you
people's
invested,
interest. Yeah. Rose, though, I think is infinite, forever. The next
mainstay?
TCG, mainstay. It's gonna be a household name.
There's no way. There's no shot. There's no shot. So going completely off script and off topic. Yeah. But actually no. Well, I'll go back to that. We'll go back to that real quick. But
Sure.
There was a recent announcement in Weiss Schwarz that there's going to be a special Weiss Schwarz on Rebirth for You event for a VTuber group called Aogiri. It's for their 6-year anniversary. It's a VTuber group that I have never heard of in my life.
Yeah.
But I think that is a direct response to HoloLive having their own trading card game that I think Weiss Schwarz is going to be grabbing another VTuber group, a somewhat successful VTuber group, and trying to develop cards out of them now that they essentially lost the HoloLive licensing.
Yeah. I mean, personally, this is probably really good for Weiss with HoloLive. I know it's funny actually because one of our viewers or some guy came into my chat recently. I don't know if this is true or not, but he was telling us a little bit because I guess he used to work for HoloLive or something, and he was telling us some stuff. But basically, like it's for the newer like generation, it's a lot tougher for them to like get like freedom for certain things.
Yeah.
And if they're doing like, I just feel like losing the license for HoloLive, I don't think is the worst thing. It probably is the more well-known group, but that's the thing. If you're like into like VTuber groups, there's more than just HoloLive. There's more.
Oh yeah,
just,
absolutely.
Like, so we say,
yeah.
There's like, so I think those people fall into the same category as the people that like will go in on sets, right?
Yeah.
Where like for HoloLive, you have to rely on like the base that's already established. I feel like there's bigger and better opportunity for like new people to join and get introduced to the TCG, but also like existing people that like maybe are missing that HoloLive aspect to find a new group that they like and find new members that they like to watch or like listen to.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, JL Collects said, Ollie on the live, sheesh.
Let me see. Ollie, sheesh. I don't have it up. JL Collects. Who's that?
a friend of the channel, apparently. So going outside of the realm of trading card games, have you ever like bought any of the Jav cards.
Okay.
You could plead the fifth if you want.
All right. So I was in Japan for 3 months, and they kind of like surprisingly have like a pretty big section, like bigger than I thought, like section as far as like Jav cards, and like it was funny because I went to a Don Quixote and they were selling these like Jav poker cards, but it was like a blind
Jesus.
bag, so you could get like I have signed cards from some of these Jav actresses.
Did you do a research as well? Well, like you do with the anime. Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
But
So-
I just thought I was like, this is interesting. Well, because whenever I see like something that is cards or card related, I will try to like I might get a pack of like something like
Yeah.
Rebirth for You in Japan was one I discovered I like a lot more than I thought I would, because they had I think they had an Atelier Ryza set or something. No, they had a set of something for Rebirth for You.
Union Arena has Atelier. They do like I recently bought for the Christmas stream a booster box of Blue Archive Rebirth for You cards, and I was thoroughly surprised on the card quality.
So the card quality for Rebirth for You is pretty nice. I think their only problem is the IPs that they're getting are not like the most. I don't know, because they did have a Shangri-La for You set, I think.
They did, yes.
Yeah, and I think that one's popular. I haven't seen that one. I don't know anything about that show.
I
like,
also do not know anything about that one.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I feel like I see like I think Union Arena is doing a set for them, and I think it's just I think Rebirth for You, like I love the card quality on those. I think it's super sick. The parallels look pretty cool. It's interesting because like I got some Hololive Rebirth for You, and I like how they do like gold bordering for some of the things.
Yeah.
I think there's just too many rarities. I don't know.
Yes.
I do like the card quality though. It's
when I saw like when we were pulling, it's like, oh, there's a double rare. There's a double rare plus. There's a
triple rare.
These
triple
ones,
rare plus.
these ones are like shiny, but these ones are
so
not.
many stuff. Yeah,
It was too much.
This
It was
is
too
high
much.
rarity, but this one's not.
It was too much.
Too much going on. Way too much.
So you then you're aware of for some of the Jav cards they have Kiss cards and
Yes.
and
like
the
set piece
fabric
cards.
Yeah, the fabric.
Yes. I
cards.
am aware of these cards. Yeah.
Have you?
I do not own any of these cards.
That was my next. That was my next
Yes,
question.
I have to assume. I do not own any of these cards. I did think about picking one up. I think it'd be funny, but and I probably still will, to be honest, because that's just something that's like, why do you have this? And I'm like, why
it's
not?
so strange. It's such a strange.
It's so
piece.
bizarre.
But also, if you think about like us here in American culture, we have I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the exact same thing, but for sports jerseys, where they get like a piece of their jerseys and put them in a card.
Yeah. 100% game worn. It's crazy because I've done some sports cards, and some of the cards, like with the jersey on them, will have like a stain from the grass or something. So if you have something that's confirmed game worn sports jersey, that like doubles, triples the value. It's insane.
That is nuts. So what difference is there between having the jersey and having her bra? Like I don't see a difference.
I don't see it.
I don't.
I get it. I get why there is a difference, but I don't think there should be.
No, I don't think so either. Also, like, imagine like someone's like, oh no, she wore this one in this video, and I could prove it.
I don't know.
There are I could be wrong. I gotta check with resident pervert of the channel, Andy Callie, to double check. But I think there's hair cards too. I could be wrong.
There's they have DNA cards. It's like hair cards and stuff like that. Which is insane, bro.
Oh my god.
I think that's so crazy. Yeah, it's insane.
So pivoting.
Less of that though, for sure. I think the clothes is fine. I think anything past that is like a little much.
No pun intended. So what advice? Pivoting over to collecting, what advice would you give to someone that's new to collecting trading cards?
Singles are cheaper than boxes. If you're chasing a common card or a rare card, odds are it's going to be cheaper than the pack for the most part. And like I feel like I tell people a lot, especially on the live, like don't buy, or like if somebody's like, check another one, I'm like, just don't. If you really want to, I'm like, come back tomorrow. If you really want to get it, like come back and get it tomorrow.
Mhm.
But I think it's fun to pull your chase, right? It's like one of the best feelings in the world where it's like, oh, I did it, it's over. It took this many. Like I'm like flying right now. This is the best, right?
Yeah.
But it's also like if you're just chasing like some commons or some rares, I think the only problem would be if it's like a playable card. But even then, it's most of the times it's cheaper than getting a whole box. And sometimes you're getting a whole box for one card that you like, and you're like, well, why did I spend all of this on like this other stuff I don't even want? So I would say singles are cheaper. Do your research, especially for like the Japanese market for cards. A lot of people go off of like TCG Republic, but like that's not like accurate.
They're
for the
really
most part.
expensive, aren't they?
So I think what Republic does is it gets the yen and just directly translates it to a dollar amount. Um,
Oh, that's
for
so
some of it, I
annoying.
think
Yeah.
it's accurate, but I think for most of it's a little janky.
Yeah.
So like or wonky. So like I'll use it to like see like what the top chase is if it's like a new set that came out, or like to see like about where it's at. But like when you're pricing cards out, especially when you go to like shows, because at shows sometimes people try to hose you. So just being aware, being informed, checking prices on multiple places and not just one, because one place could have it for way more, and another place. I always tell people to go to eBay, go to last sold, check the last sold listings on a bunch of stuff, or like for Japan, check Yute because that's like a Japanese market. Check
Yeah.
Mercari, last sold. Check I think Amazon Japan even, I forget, but
That was
um,
actually the next question I was gonna ask. Like, how do you keep
Oh, was
track
it?
of the value of the cards?
yeah. So for that, just real quick for the advice for new to trading card collecting also. Have fun. Also, don't make it too much about like investing, or like, I mean, if you're making it about investing, that's fine, right? That's like something you want to do. But make sure you're having fun with it, because if it's just something that like it's like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta get that, or if it's not fun, take a step back, take a breath, because it's they're playing cards. You want to have fun with it, right?
Absolutely,
Um,
100%.
But for value and authenticity, so this one is interesting. A lot of the times, I feel like people like, especially if we are opening like vintage cards or like base set, people will say that cards are fake or whatever, and it's I've been opening cards long enough to like tell if like a card's real or not. A lot of fakes and proxies, especially for One Piece, look really good though.
Yeah.
And there's on Instagram, they're like Sneaker Dunk, I think. They'll do comparisons between authentic cards and fake cards, which is like which is really neat. And I don't think anybody's doing that right now, to be honest. So it's nice that they supply that, because they do go through a lot of they buy in a lot of stuff, and they do sell a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But like some TCGs have certain tells, right? Where like Pokemon, if you want to know if a Pokemon card is real, you have to rip it, because it'll have like a black line. And you can try this, and you can test this out. If you rip a Pokemon card, like just a common card, it should have like an English Pokemon card should have like a black line inside of it. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll see. It's way different.
Is there a way we could test without ripping a card? Because what if it's like an expensive one?
So don't rip an expensive card, right? For that, you're gonna have to like have seen a lot. Like that's why they let you like take it out of the case, look at it like front and back.
Yeah.
Because there's certain tells. Sometimes for like stuff like One Piece, there's like a little stamp, right? Check the markings, check like the description at the bottom, like read the card, and also like the front and the back, because sometimes the back is just an obvious tell.
Like this discoloration.
Discoloration, it's a different type of gloss, or like it's gloss when it's supposed to be matte. Like shine when it's shiny when it's not supposed to be like shiny or reflective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Or like the hollow is completely different. Where like for a lot of higher rarity cards, the hollow patterns sometimes have texture to them. And if the high rarity card doesn't have any like texture, that's a pretty big red flag as far as like this is a fake.
I was in I think it was Bakersfield, California. My band was on tour, and we stopped by just some random shop, and we were walking through. It was kind of like a resale shop, kind of like Frankensons, where they just had like a bunch of stuff like VHSs, like movies, music, and like in the very back they had like figures and stuff, and they had a display case of trading cards. And I was looking at them and I was like, oh, like there's a bunch of like Pokemon cards in here. And they also had it wasn't Union Arena. It was Osika. They had like random Osika cards. And I was like, wow, would you look at that? And then I saw an Albedo TD signed card, Japanese. What? And I was like, what the hell? And then next to it, I saw the Eins SEC.
What?
That is signed by the artist and the author. And I was like, wait, the Eins SEC here? And then I looked at it and I was like, wait, it's $20. Like each was $20. And I was like, there's no way. So then I saw the Osika card. No, it was a build. No, it was Osika. I think it was I gotta double check. It was Marin from what's that series called?
Dress Up Darling.
Dress Up Darling. Yeah, it was Marin from Dress Up Darling. And I was like, there's no way. So I talked to the guy, and I was like, hey, like there's some cards in the case. Can I see them? He was like, yeah, dude, they're 100% real. And I was looking at them and I was like, no, these are fucking fake. Like the text on all the cards were so blurry. It was very blurry.
That's funny.
The hollowing was off. The gold like bordering was also off center. There's the level, the font that they used for the English word for level was very off. And I was like, no, dude, these are not real. They're not fucking real. And I turned on the back, and on the back it said, this is a repro.
That's crazy.
And then I told him, like, hey man, these aren't real. He was like, yeah, they're real cards. And then I explained to him like, no, like I told him, I went through the rundown. I was like, oh well, you know, I know, no shot to the dude. Like I'm sure like he didn't know like that they were fake. But then I was like, I'll buy them for $5 each. Like if you're willing to do that. And he was like, yeah, I'll get them for $5. And I was like, all right. So I got them for $5. Yeah, he was selling them for like 20.
That's awesome.
And then I made a whole YouTube video about it. Yeah, I finally have some fake Weiss Schwarz cards.
That's awesome. I love that actually.
Friend of the channel. So sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna read the chat.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Friend of the channel, user not found. They said these are plaguing JP Mercari, but at least they are explicitly explaining they are fake.
I think so. That's the other side of it, right? Because I remember we would look at like Temu or like Mercari and find like we would look for very explicitly like fake boxes of Pokemon cards just to rip like on our own, right? And a bunch of fake Umumusume. Really?
Oh.
That's very interesting. That because that's scary too. Because especially if it's like expensive cards like the My Sakurajima from Rascals Not Dream. Sometimes people will spend like a lot for like a fake card when they don't know it's fake. And that's why it's like better to go to shows for the most part, because it's tough to like buy stuff online for a lot of things. But like unless you're explicitly trying to buy fake stuff, like we had bought this box of, it was like a fake box of like Evolutions or Vivid Voltage, I forget. And it was just for fun. We were opening because like this box is $5. Let's see what's inside.
Yeah.
And it was every card was named Caterpie. It was hilarious. It was super fun. And
that's so
it was
funny.
Caterpie X, even though it was like Charizard or whatever. And like it was, if it's just for fun, whatever, right? And like but like a bunch of fake 20 for like $8. That's crazy.
That is absolutely insane. Yeah.
That's insane. It's one of my buddies, my buddy Rich Los Angeles, he made a video recently, and it was like CT scanners versus people that way versus people that like and I was dying, but yeah, the fakes are getting really good. The fakes are getting really good, and it's scary.
Yeah, I was looking, I was like going cross-eyed staring at these cards, and I was like, no, these are wrong. These feel wrong for some reason. And I forgot the card backing. It was textured, which Weiss cards are not textured.
Weird.
But yeah, it felt textured.
That's super weird.
But I do remember around the time that Yu-Gi-Oh was getting like more well-known and very big in the United States, like in the early 2000s, maybe like 2003. I remember going into the flea market and just constantly finding fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards, just constantly, just like decks of like fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
And there's a YouTuber called MBT that I follow, and he did
Mhm.
a video talking about like these bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh cards and fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I was like, dude, this brings me back so much. So it's always been around. It's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
bootlegs have always been around.
That's crazy. Yeah, because I feel like you like I like definitely explicitly remember getting like a deck of Yu-Gi-Oh cards when I was younger, and I was like, these feel way different than the ones I already have. But I never knew why. But like
100%, yeah.
I was like, I guess these are just different.
I remember when Yu-Gi-Oh was like getting big, and I was at one of my friend's house. It was actually my first introduction to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mhm.
Like the actual trading cards. He was like, oh, if you go like around the shop, they're selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I was like, well, I like the anime. Well, I didn't know it was an anime at the time. And I was like, yeah, let's go. And we went and we bought Pegasus's starter deck in Japanese. And then also Joey's starter deck in Japanese. And we were opening them up, and we were like, the fuck is this? I was like, I can't read any of this. And then like when I got home, my older brother told me, he's like, there's a card shop around the corner. They're selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I was like, I'm not getting fooled again. So we went. I remember he bought the Kaiba starter deck, and and my dad gave me money so I could buy the Yugi starter deck. And I remember going up to the glass case and finding a base set Venusaur for $6. And I was like, oh, $6? I'll buy that. So I bought my starter deck. I went home, and do you remember I don't know if your family did it, but the maps of the United States that had the quarters that you could put like the state quarters in. Yeah. So I grabbed a pencil and I punched out every single quarter so I could get $6. And I went back and I bought the Venusaur.
That's awesome.
I don't have the Venusaur anymore though.
Well, that's less awesome, but
yeah.
That's awesome.
I do still have it's one of my prized possessions. The Blue Eyes White Dragon from my brother's starter deck that he bought that day. I still have it. It's beat to shit. When I'm home, good. I'll post it on Twitter or I'll post it on Bluesky and I'll tag you in it.
Yeah,
it is
definitely
beat to shit. But that is like
I want to see that.
That's one of my personal holy grails. For you, what is your personal holy grail?
My personal holy grail, like my favorite card of all time that I have in my possession.
Yes.
Oh dang. I don't know. I don't have anything from like when I was younger, or like if I do, it's like I don't even know where it would be. My personal holy grail, I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know what I would like consider it to be honest.
Or what about a card that you're like, this is the card that you're seeking out?
That I'm seeking out.
Yeah.
Probably there's speaking on Osaka has the Adelaide Ryza SP. I think is probably one of my biggest chases. Is that one. That or because I feel like everybody says the bunny girl, the Mai, right? the Mai Sakurajima SP.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think it'd be cool to have, just to like have it, but I feel like out of everything, if I could think of one thing, I think it'd probably be like one of those like the Asuna sign card from UA, or like I don't know. I'm pretty simple. It's pretty easy for me. There's like not too many like. If there's a card I want, it's usually never like the craziest rarity. I'm usually pretty fine with like the SR version or like the regular holo version or something.
Yeah, you're a humble man. You're a humble man.
I'm a simple guy. But yeah, right now I don't know. Maybe like the Ryza SP from Osaka or the hand sign from one of the UA sets. From probably like the Lifa or the Austin or something.
I think my personal one, at least now that I like brought it up, base set Venusaur. I actually don't have one. Yeah, I actually don't have one.
We could go find a base set. We can go to Frankenstein's and go find a base set Venusaur.
I'm almost certain I could just go to Frankenstein's if I.
Yeah, we can definitely.
You know what? I'm gonna go on Mercari and see what's on.
I mean, a more affordable one would be like the Celebration one, because that's it's just got the Pikachu stamp on it.
Yeah.
But Mercari it'd be fun to have a Venusaur Caterpie, right?
Yes, I want that. If you can find me a Venusaur with the Caterpie name on it, I will 100% buy it off of you.
I'll take a look.
All right, I just looked it up. Apparently, my my Holy Grail isn't that expensive. If I got 50
It's not
bucks,
too bad.
no, if I got 50 bucks, I could get a. I mean, it's very taco shaped, but I could get one.
Venusaur?
Yeah.
Taco shaped how?
It's very warped. Very. It's the backing is not touching the table.
Okay, all right, I got you now. I understand now.
Oh yeah, this cat's selling it for 80 bucks. Yeah, I guess
There
I need to find a better Holy Grail if I could just go to Mercari and pick it up. All right, wrapping up. Are there any videos or collaborations that you have coming down the pipeline?
Right now, I'm mainly going to be reposting a bunch of stuff. I posted a bunch of stuff on TikTok when I was in Japan, but I'm going to repost a bunch of that soon. But other than that, convention videos, I'll probably be going to more conventions and doing more either interviews or like pack battles with people.
Oh, that sounds fun. The next convention I think that I'm going to is Anime Los Angeles. It's not a trading card game convention. How do you find trading card game conventions? You just Google it?
You can just look up trading card for the most part, to be honest. If you go to any of these anime conventions, typically they'll have like some places that are selling like Pokemon cards. And that's like what I love about, that's why I look for anime like specific conventions, is because typically like there's always some guy selling Pokemon.
There always is, yeah.
Or like, but you can just look up, I guess that'd be good to do too, is like get a rundown of all the like card shows coming up. But yeah, Collecticon, from a card show. There's also some in like area that are area specific, like in Vegas. Vegas has so many card shows, but so does Texas, I think.
I'm not going to Texas is far.
It's not that bad.
I looked it up. What do you mean it's not? It's like 8 hours. Oh wait, driving. Oh, it's not 8 hours.
Is it 8 hours?
There's no way it's 8 hours. Hold on. Texas.
It's 8 hours. Yeah. No, it is. I remember actually. I drove because I used to live in Maine. I drove from Maine to California, and I stayed in Texas, and it was only 8 hours from Texas to Los Angeles.
There's no way it's 8 hours. It's like 13.
Yeah,
My G, it's 21 hours.
No, bro, no. There's no way.
Wait, hold up. Hold up.
What part of Texas? It probably.
Hold up. I literally just Googled.
Pause.
I literally just Googled Texas to California. Well, it's from
Sacramento. 20 hours?
Hold up, Sacramento to California. Hold up. What about Los Angeles, California to Texas? Let's go to 18 hours. That's not okay. 18 hours is kind of bad.
That's a 2-day trip. That's not bad.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah, if you make like a trip out of it. All right, I looked it up. Collecticon, March 1st.
Okay.
The West Coast Card Show in Burbank.
Yeah.
Is on. Oh no, this is in the Ontario Convention Center. So that's like in LA, isn't it? LA area? That's in February. So. Oh, there's one in Anaheim, but that's like in August. And then Pasadena's in February 1st.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you there.
All the time. Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Yeah. Hit me up.
1,000,000%.
All right. And so the last question, before I let you go eat your dinner. Do you think Bigfoot's real?
Bro, I had this teacher in high school who his number one biggest thing was that Bigfoot is not real. For whatever reason, this history teacher was like, Bigfoot's not real. And we'd bring it up all the time just to like get him on rants and like tangents about why Bigfoot was not real.
Yeah.
Bigfoot, there's no way Bigfoot's not real, and there's not a family of Bigfoot somewhere out there. Because it's probably not one Bigfoot at this point. If people have seen him like for years and years and years.
Yeah.
There's probably like a family of Bigfoot that have like lived for like forever.
Yeah, it's a bunch of Bigfoots hanging around. Mm-hmm. All right.
1,000,000%.
All right. Thank you so much. Plug your socials and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Oliver AWSM, Oliver Awesome on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Mommi TCG, that's MOMMI TCG on TikTok for the live stream. We're live right now, and we're live basically Monday through Friday, all day, like 12 to 4 a.m. So we're live all day, 5 days a week at least, and then Bluesky, Oliver awesome on everything. Oliver AWSM on everything, pretty much.
Awesome.
So if you
Yeah.
look that up, you'll probably find me.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the commitment and the grind that y'all are doing over on TikTok. It's really really admirable. Yeah, I consider you guys and Alex Hodges like my big inspirations. So like, all right, I got to start branching out on TikTok, and also like the personality and the energy that all of y'all bring to your TikTok lives. It's very enjoyable. It's very refreshing, especially like coming from the Weiss Schwarz scene where it's very very monotone and kind of dry as well. So I really really do appreciate this.
That's so sweet. I feel like we all love we all love Weiss there, and that's like one of the things where like the community is so small, but like it's like one of the questions that have been like haunting me is like why is not Weiss not bigger than what it is? How come One Piece got to like crazy status so fast? And Weiss has been around for like you said over a decade, right? And it's not like anywhere near the level of like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh or anything like that. And I'm like, I feel like at the very least we can make whatever we're doing fun, inform people on like give people correct information and
sway them towards our scene.
And then Weiss Rose comes out and then we take over.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I will be joining you in the Weiss Schwarz Rose content minds.
It was funny. It was so funny when we because we see I feel like the craziest people join our lives. Rhyme Style was in our live when we were opening Fujimi, and he would just be joining every day just to like see what we're hitting because he was also trying to hit the Rias. So it's like it's one of those things where like it's just TCG in general, right? Like it just connects everybody. Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having
no problem. All right. Thank you everyone for stopping by and listening, and we'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Bye. Thank you.